Hello, this is Johnny Essery and my business partner Jeff, and we're here with the March update for you. And Jeff, a lot in the news now.
There has been.
We've had a lot of questions, and most recently, the question we've gotten quite often is, will the bank failures in California, the Silicon Valley Bank failures specifically, will that impact our real estate market? And if so, how? I didn't realize this, but it said the shutdown of Silicon Valley Bank became the second largest bank failure in U.S. history and the largest since the 2008 financial crisis.
Wow.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, though, when you think about it, because how will something on the West Coast affect us all the way out here on the East Coast? And Lawrence Yun, that's Y-U-N, is the president of the National Association of Realtors. He's the chief economist, actually. And he had an interesting quote, which we'll share some good news with you in the midst of all this. It says, the Silicon Valley Bank failure, along with a few other banks, means that the Federal Reserve cannot be so aggressive in raising its short-term interest rates, says Lawrence Yun, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors. Therefore, mortgage rates should decline. So, the fact that these banks are failing out on the West Coast in a weird kind of way will impact our market because per the economist from the National Association of Realtors, he says that's going to force interest rates down because the Feds can't be as aggressive trying to raise rates to slow inflation.
Yeah.
So it's that balancing act. But that's positive news for us here. And the fact that if it does hold rates down, that's going to impact our sales. Speaking of local, what do you found in the stats for the local market?
So I'll read off some stats of what we're seeing locally, then I'll kind of give our opinion on it. But new listings were down 18.5%. Pending sales decreased 16.8%. Inventory grew at 112%. Days on market increased 46%. And we're actually seeing that prices have remained pretty steady. Month supply of inventory was up 185% to 2 months, indicating that supply increased relative to demand. I think what we're seeing is we're seeing a lot more activity in the last month and a half, 2 months. Had a lot more showings, a lot more buying prospects in the market. So if you're looking to sell, now is probably the time. If you're looking to sell the next year, now is probably the time because we are starting to get a lot more activity. And hopefully, if mortgage rates do actually come down, and hopefully some of those people pull the trigger.
Awesome.
Yeah.
At least get them off the fence if they're just, because a lot of those folks are just waiting, I think, for the rates to tweak down some.
Yeah.
Another question is really interesting. This article here says, are negative headlines about the housing slowdown giving home buyers the jitters? Just as the busy spring season approaches, home builders think so. And this is an interesting statistic. Nearly 80% of builders say the media is stoking fear among consumers about the real estate market, which is keeping many would-be buyers on the sidelines. Only 55% of builders said the same in 2022. Just a year ago. It's gone from 55% to 80%. So what's the takeaway? Takeaway is all real estate is local. So regardless of what's going on in other parts of the country, it impacts us somewhat. But don't buy into all the doom and gloom. There's opportunities out there. If you're buying, it's a great time to be buying right now. We have a decent supply of homes. We could use some more. If you're selling, it's a great time to be selling, as we talked last month about the spring selling season. Yeah. We're right now going into the time of the year when the Heritage Golf Tournament's happening. Yeah. The spring breaks are occurring in the Northeast and Midwest. Everybody's coming down. They got the family they can get away with. The azaleas are blooming, and it's Easter. So why would you not want to come to the Low Country? So it's going to be a very busy 45 to 60 days ahead of us. So if you're looking to buy or you're looking for sale, take advantage of your timing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Awesome. Let us know if we can be of help. And one thing that some people have asked us this, Jeff, we'll close with this. They say, Johnny, where do y'all sell? Where do you represent buyers and sellers? I said, everywhere in the Low Country. So from Sun City we just had somebody pick up a home on the Marsh here for 2.6. We have folks picking up homes and home sites at multitude of price ranges. So just call us. We'll be happy to come by and give you a market valuation of your home if you'd like for us to. No obligation. But let us know how we can be of help to you. Thank you so much. And my phone number is 843-384-8105.
And mine's 843-247-8500.
Great. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.